remembered ABBA. He's in a different gig, he's got a different hat on, and he'll be talking to us during the course of the second hour of the programme. Benny Andersson, he of ABBA, and his new band, from which we'll hear a track in a moment, but he's in concert tonight, and we'll give you the details at the end of the chat. And the music, let's dip into his CD, and this one is called, forgive my Swedish, Briggens blöda blonda kapten. Well, now, we should have been waltzing to that. That's the Benny Andersson's orchestra. And Briggens blöda blonda kapten. And Benny's waiting in Glasgow.
Can you say that again?
No, you said.
Briggens blåögda blonda kapten.
And this is about the captain of your ship in more ways than one. Ben.
Yes, it is. We've been working together for like 35 years. She was actually, from the beginning, she was an assistant to Stig Andersson, who was our manager then with ABBA. And well, she's been around all the time, and she's the producer of she's doing Chess in Stockholm now. She did Christina 5 years ago, and Well, she's a good girl, and she was 50, and I wrote this song for her.
And very nice it is, too. And tonight, you've got the old fruit market in Glasgow, and Glasgow is a happy hunting ground for you, some years off. Remember the old Apollo?
Actually, I do. That was a wonderful night.
Yeah.
I don't know, what is it, like 26, 27 years ago?
It is. It is.
Oh, boy.
I was there.
You were?
I was, and I can remember, I remember the crowd all going crazy, of course, and it was packed, and you couldn't get a ticket for love nor money. But it's a bit different, The whole sound has changed. You've gone back to your roots, haven't you?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. This thing, I mean, the Benny Andersson band thing, has nothing to do with ABBA whatsoever, I should say. Well, I've been very close to Swedish folk music tradition since I was 6 years old. My father and grandfather bought me an accordion when I was 6, and they played both of them. So that's how I sort of entered into the world of music, and it's I have never left it, you know.
No.
And it feels good to be now. Okay, I was 6 then, I'm 54 now, and I feel very close to what I'm doing.
That's good.
And please tell your audience that if they are coming to see this show tonight, that they should not expect it to be an ABBA thing.
Of course.
Because this is, like you say, it's fiddles, accordions, there's a tuba, there's a double bass, there's a drummer, there's a flute, there's a clarinet and all that. I think possibly that we might be in the right city.
I think they'll love it. I just touching on Stockholm, which obviously you enjoy touching on, being a Swedish citizen. I remember being there in the 70s with friends who were saying to me then, it's a pity that we don't really look at our roots music here in Sweden, or indeed in Denmark, and it's there, but the people aren't really looking at it. But there's been a sea change, hasn't there?
I think it's like, I mean, the culture imperialism that exists, coming from well, I don't know, it comes from America, it comes from England. It could not stop the tradition of the music we have in Sweden, or what they have in Norway, or what you have in Scotland, because it's like a thing that goes from father to son, or from mother to daughter, and we're all taught those songs, learning how to play the fiddle or the accordion. That is not going to vanish, you know. It's always been a big thing in Sweden, it still is, and this is my mobile phone calling.
I think you're going to have to answer that.
No, I'm going to turn it off.
Well, that's
better.
All right.
Excuse me.
That's all right. The band itself, these are members of the orchestra, but they also have their own professional individual callings, don't they? They're
absolutely.
all doing other jobs.
They all do, and it's. I mean, you're in big trouble if you need to get us all 15 together.
Yeah.
You need to be out like 6 months in advance, which somebody, I don't know why we're here actually, but somebody called and said, would you like to come to Glasgow and there's this music festival? And we said yes. But there are like 3 of them are playing. One is in Gothenburg Symphonics, one is in the Stockholm Philharmonics, and 3 of them are music teachers. One is a crazy guy going on his own, and they all have their jobs.
Yeah.
So they're all doing this for the same reason as I am, that we join together, we do this stuff, and we think it's great.
Yeah. And you mentioned there Glasgow. It always brings to mind, which was the ABBA song that had Glasgow in the lyrics?
It goes like, I was sick and tired of everything when I called you last night from Glasgow, right? So that's the beginning of Super Trooper.
That's it. Which
I had nothing to do with that because I'm not a lyricist. I write music, but that's Bjorn.
Yes. And I mean, I've got a 16-year-old son at home that sings all the ABBA songs, which is quite unusual. Well, I think it's quite unusual, you know.
I think that's amazing, you know. It's been like 20 years since we quit.
Yes.
I don't understand anything, and I'm happy it works, but I must tell you, I don't know why. I wish that I knew.
Yes. And wait, there's the links with Sweden and Scotland, big celebrations taking place just now. It's very healthy.
Yes, I like that too. I feel there's a relation, you know. I feel much more at home coming to Scotland than if I go to England.
Yeah.
There's something here that is sort of similar to where I come from. Maybe it has to do with the weather or something. I'm not sure, no. And it's no, it's also the language. You're not Scottish, are you?
Yes, I'm Scottish.
You don't sound Scottish.
No, I'm sorry.
You talk too proper.
Good.
But the sound of the Scottish language is like when everybody's trying to, this chef in the Muppet Show when he's trying to be Swedish.
Yes.
That's how you sound here in Scotland too. So I think, yes, there is a relation. We had the Vikings, what's that, 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, that's where my name comes from, because I'm an Andersson with one S.
Yes, I got two. Do you play the flute?
No, but...
I know they ask you that. I couldn't resist it.
You're very naughty. Yes. I'm not going to say any more about that, but no, it is an amazing thing. I was wondering with regard to the roots. I've been speaking to different musicians. Tim O'Brien, the American musician, who's really looking into his Irish roots.
Yes.
Dolly Parton's looking into her bluegrass roots. And these are all mature musicians, as are you. And maybe it is about just recognizing who you are and where you are in this life.
I'm not sure if I can answer that. I mean, I told you before, it's been with me all my life, the connection that I have with the Swedish folk tradition. And when we were doing, I think it was chess, in 1984, I said, once we're done with this, I'm going to make a real record, after all the ABBA stuff, after chess. And that was then with my friend Fiddlers that will be here tonight. And I don't know, it's like, I don't know if I've probably, but things happen to you. And the success with ABBA and everything that follows, a thing like that, maybe it changes you. I think not, though, because if you know what an accordion is and what a fiddler is, and if you play like one of the 2,900 tunes that we have, it's like being at home, Does it feel strange, do you think, for your fellow members of ABBA, for Bjorn to look at you and see what you're doing now and what you want? No, he likes it. He likes it. Yeah. What could he do? I mean, he wrote, there are two lyrics, there are two songs on this record with lyrics, and he wrote those lyrics.
Yeah.
Bjorn and I work constantly together. We've done that also for 35 years. And we're great friends. We became brothers. He's a stupid guy, but he doesn't know. And I am too, and he knows that, and he doesn't care. But we're good pals, and actually he's in Dublin at the moment, and he said if he has a chance, because his daughter started at Trinity College. And he said, last time we were in Glasgow, we took this flight. There was a helicopter flight from Glasgow to Dublin. And that was a wonderful day. You fly like 1,000 meters up and you see the coast of Scotland. You go over the Irish Sea and all that. So he said maybe he'll do that, and maybe he'll be here tonight.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I think that would be nice, but he's probably not coming.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed, Benny.
It doesn't matter if he comes or not. But it would be nice for him, yes.
Thank you very much. We're going to go out with the first track on the CD, Hardanger Vida.
Okay. You know what that is? The most beautiful place in Norway.
Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Very good luck with the gig tonight.
Thank you very much.
You've got good, warm, happy, shouting and applauding Scottish audience.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Benny.
Bye, Ian.
Bye-bye. Hardanger Vida is the track. It's the Benny Andersson Band, orchestra from the CD. And, of course, if you want to see them live, the Old Fruit Market tonight in Glasgow at 8 o'clock as part of the Big Big World and the Sound of Sweden Festival. And the tuba, which we referred to earlier, was very obvious there. But I think Mr. Andersson was in very good form.